Morning.
Good morning.
What a momentous occasion. We are so glad to share this with all of you. Uh, personal privilege. Joyce and I were in my office yesterday, and I promised that I won't stay long. And the thing that always helps me to stay despite complaints is I remember about 7 years ago, we got our first foundational grant, and in my office, hugged each other and jumped up and down for $40,000. So excited about 40,000. And now we're about to break ground on a building that is 2.8 million.
All right.
And money's already in the bank.
All right.
Thank you, Lola, for that beautiful introduction. We are here for a purpose greater than ourselves, to honor the first self-governing town of self-governing formerly enslaved people in the United States, and celebrate the next step in ensuring that their story lives on forever. So today you will hear from the town of Hilton Head Island. With us today we have Councilman Melinda Turner, Mayor Pro Tem Alex Brown, and Mayor Alan Perry. They'll be discussing the past, present, and future of Mitchelville. Dwayne Parrish, he's the director of South Carolina Parks, Recreation, and Tourism. I gotta make sure I say this. On the power of tourism through a historic lens. Friend of this organization, Senator Tom Davis, who has been a passionate advocate for this project. And of course, the person who brought me here, Shirley Peterson, who will speak about the future of this park and how you might be able to assist. Following all of these conversations, we're going to head over there where you see some shovels and a few more chairs, and we'll do what you came here to see and put some shovels into the ground. You got to check out our shovels; those are really cool. Special shout out to JR Designs for doing the shovels for us. So, and special shout out to Marlene Smalls, my friend. I appreciate you. Reverend Terry, Meeting Dynamics, Dave Delaney, who's making us sound good. Foresight Communications for all the media work that they do, and the Shack, who is doing refreshments for you today. I strongly recommend the blueberry cornbread. I have already sampled. And so I want to take this time to also acknowledge our elected officials who help to continue us championing this project. As we've already mentioned, we have Mayor Alan Perry here. Thank you, Mayor, for being here and for your support. Alex Brown. I believe we have Steve Alfred here. I saw Tamara Becker. Thank you for being here. Patsy Bryson, Melinda Tunner again. And of course, our town manager, Mark Orlando. So give them a hand for being here. From Beaufort County Council, we got Vice Chair Tab Tavernick and Councilman Tom Reese. Thank y'all for being here as well. From the state, Representative Jeff Crowley couldn't be with us today. He's in Columbia in meetings, but he sent his regards. And of course, we got Senator Tom Davis with us, so give them a hand as well. I'm going to shout out our staff and our volunteers. So staff, you want to stand up if you're not already standing up, or so we can see you. Come on now, come on. Mix in the back, bring it in. You see that all in the periphery, making sure that I stay in the product. And to do catch all the things we need to catch. But I can't do any of this without them. And so also for our volunteers, thank you so much for being here. Wave your hand, volunteers. There's a bunch of y'all out there. We appreciate you. So through our consultants who made daily progress a possible situation for us, Dr. Catherine Sieber and Dr. Penley Odd. Wave your hands. They have conducted the important archaeology for this project. And of course, Dr. Sieber has been with us about 7 years, helping us to find all the cool things. So make sure you visit a little station over here. You see some stuff that I haven't seen. Make sure you do that. Our landscape architects for the park, WLA Studio, Mady Fischetti and Liz Solomon came all the way from Nashville, Georgia to be with us this morning. Where are y'all? Thank you so much. So they designed the whole layout of the park. And last week, they won the Social Impact Award from the Georgia chapter of the American Society of Landscape Architects for our project.
Yeah.
And they also won Firm of the Year for Georgia. So that's a big thing. So we got the right people, as you already know. Pure Start Architects, who designed this beautiful building for us. I saw Sarah. Where you at, Sarah? Thank you so much, Sarah. And the whole team. Our civil engineers, Ward Edwards Engineering, saw Chandler. Hey, Chandler. Thank you for being here. And of course, the good people at Shoreline Construction who are going to do this work. Shoreline, I see y'all in court. Hey, Andrew. Wave your hand, sir. Appreciate you. The whole team from Shoreline. Now, they told me if all goes well, this could be a 10-month situation. So we'll see. No pressure. Now, we also know that tariffs and other things are real things. So I'm telling people summer 2026 for this project. But it'll be amazing. We had no budget to win.
Yes.
Again, no pressure, sir. I promise you, I'm not trying to. We've already had our past board members acknowledge. I'm glad to see the people I hadn't seen in a while in here. So glad to show it here. And the people whose vision and dedication built the foundation that we stand on today. Thomas Barnwell Jr. is here.
Yeah.
Mr. Barnwell, where are you? It's important to acknowledge Mr. Barnwell, but he's the one who got the following degree for this organization in 2010. And he helped to coordinate this thing and get us on the right track. And so he is the godfather of Mitchelville. And we appreciate you, sir. Dot Law. I don't know if Dot Law is here. I will not do this without mentioning Dot Law because she helped complete our very first donors. And Dot Law helped us get that 20 more against Lionel. And so next time you see Dot Law, you tell her that I shouted her out in front of her. Okay. And then two people who are no longer with us, but we definitely have to acknowledge, and that is Dr. Ben Williams, who was the historian that put all this, all the foundation under the ground for us. And Fran, who really followed the video, carried the torch, chaired the board, and did a lot of beautiful things for our organization. So for those two and all other board members who were no longer with us, or people who put the seed in the ground for us, we'd like to just take a moment of silence to honor them, help us get to this point where we are. Thank you so much. And because I want to go home later and walk through the front door, my lovely wife is there. And my child is somewhere out there too. My youngest is here. So thank you for your support always. I appreciate you and love you. With that being said, I now welcome, easy for me to say, representatives from the town of Hilton Head in this order: Councilman Evelina County, Mayor Pro Tem Alex Brown, and Mayor Alan Perry to share reflections on Mitchelville's past, present, and future. They will come in that order. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you and good morning. I want to thank Ahmad for your leadership. It's such a wonderful day. And for reminding us of all the people that carried on this work before us. My name is Melinda Tunner and I'm the representative of Town Council on Ward 6. And Mitchelville Freedom Park is right in the heart of the ward. And preparing for today, I look at the names of those who lived here during the Port Royal experiment during 1862 to 1868. And if you allow me the opportunity, I'd like to say their names out loud. Aiken, Barnwell, Brown, Campbell, Chisholm, Drayton, Ferguson, Grant, Green, Holmes, Jenkins, Jones, Miller, Polite, Simons, Singleton, Washington, White, Williams, Young, We recognize their names. Those names are among us today. They're our friends, family members, and our constituents. Their descendants stand among us today at this historical groundbreaking. This ground is where freedom really took root. In this space, the first town of self-governing, formerly enslaved people was built, and that was before the Emancipation Proclamation. They exercised citizenship in extraordinary ways. They elected leaders, they paid taxes, they passed laws, and they sustained themselves. Between 1862 and 1868, Mitchelville had 500 homes, and 3,000 people. They were families. They built homes, planted gardens, raised livestock, and they sustained themselves in their newfound independence. It was here that the first compulsory school system in South Carolina was established. Churches were founded, community bonds strengthened, and culture and traditions preserved. And that's what lays the foundation of the colored heritage that thrives on Hilton Head today. This was more than a town. It was a living declaration of freedom, resilience, and self-determination. As Lola said, yes, this is a milestone for Mitchelville, and it's a milestone for the town, for South Carolina, and for the nation. It's a moment given to us by the ancestors who lived here and the descendants who continue to preserve it. Courage, vision, and perseverance brought us to this day, and it is our responsibility to honor that legacy. Thank you.
Councilwoman Turner reminded us freedom was planted here. I represent that people. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Alex Brown, proud to be the Ward 1 representative, also made up of Tim. More importantly, I stand here before you all today as descendant of Mitchelville. Great grandson, Mary Prince Brown, the proud grandfather of the young Prince Brown. Story of Mitchelville is not a distant history. It's my family's story. And as Melinda mentioned, the story of so many families gathered here today. We talk about honoring the people of Mitchelville. We're talking about honoring our ancestors, such as my great-great-grandparents and their descendants that are employed to you, still walk these grounds today. This project moves forward because Mitchelville, the town, the county, and the state are working seamlessly together. I want to thank my counterparts, elected officials, especially you, Senator Davis. Town Manager Mark Orlando and his staff, thank you, sir, helping us with this collaboration of the town council priority. Mitchelville has a master plan that honors those who came before, that enhances the visibility of this story in the park. Today is an example of bringing that plan to life. I commend everyone who brought us to this moment. Now, you know a little bit about it. Shift gears a little bit. But the plans alone are not enough. We need action. Action that serves our residents at every turn. Airport changes, 278 project, every road, every bridge, every piece of infrastructure was moved forward in a way that strengthens community that has always been here.
These projects must deliver real benefits to our residents, to the families who built Hilton Head Island with their bare hands, their faith, and their resilience. Housing is central to that promise. Without safe and affordable homes, our Gullah families cannot remain on this island. If they cannot remain, then our culture risks becoming a museum piece instead of a living, breathing inheritance.
That's right.
It risks going from culture to artifact.
Say that.
We cannot preserve Gullah culture without the people. That's why this work matters. For my own grandson, Prince Brown, the generations, the families that his father mentioned earlier, and I see them here today. Campbell, Jones, Williams, Millers, all represented here today. We thank God for this moment that's happening on the sacred ground of our ancestors.
Thanks to God for a beautiful day.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a lot of rain lately. The ground is dry, so that's awesome. A lot, I don't know what you've done, but I don't know. Thank you and welcome. As mayor of Hilton Head Island, I'm proud to be here on this historic day. Alex reminded us that the culture survives only when people do. This is why the future of Mitchelville isn't just about a ceremony. It's about our shared responsibility. Mitchelville is not merely a story of the past. It's central to our island identity, our culture, and of course, our future. What matters most is what we do with this incredible inheritance. The town is committed to ensuring the story is preserved, celebrated, and carried forward. The building we are breaking ground for today will be a place for learning, reflection, and inspiration. It will welcome visitors from around the world and serve as a powerful reminder that freedom was born and fought for right here on this ground. This groundbreaking first and foremost honors the descendants of those whose courage and resilience built Mitchelville and paved the way for generations to come. This moment also connects Mitchelville's remarkable story to the larger narrative of our nation. With the upcoming 160th anniversary of compulsory education in South Carolina, founded right here, and the 250th anniversary of the Revolutionary War, we are reminded that this history is intertwined with our nation's journey. This new chapter of cultural heritage tourism will invite visitors to not only learn from the extraordinary story, but to be inspired by it. Generations from now, our grandchildren and great-grandchildren will walk these paths and know the power of unity. I'm gonna say that again, of community, citizenship, and freedom. I would like to now welcome Dwayne Parrish to the podium.
Thank you, Mayor, very much. My name is Dwayne Parrish, as the Mayor mentioned, and I'm the Director of South Carolina Parks, Recreation, and Tourism. It's an honor to take part here today in the ceremony and the break ground here at the Archaeological Center here at historic Mitchelville Freedom Park. As the first self-governed freedmen's town in U.S. historic Mitchelville is not only an important part of our state's history, it's an essential part of our nation's history. As because it became an intrinsic part of our nation's identity, it still stands today. Through the interpretation programs conducted here at Freedom Park, the staff in historic Mitchelville ensure that this history the hardships and the achievements of the town's founders and its citizens, many of whom you've heard about already, is preserved and accessible not only for South Carolinians, but also for visitors from afar. The upcoming archaeological research facility will further augment the tremendous work done to preserve this history. As with any key historical site, it's important to preserve and interpret the history so that generations now and into the future can understand the important role and impact of Mitchellville on American history. It's equally important to promote this historic site and the wealth of visitor experiences that it has to offer. To let the world know that we have an important story to tell right here in South Carolina. As a travel destination, our state is blessed with a variety of beautiful landscapes, amazing recreational opportunities, and rich cultural experiences. And here at historic Mitchellville, visitors can experience all three of those, strolling the grounds through our guided tours and our self-guided tours, and connecting with the past through immersive storytelling, and all against the picturesque backdrop of South Carolina's low country. PRT has been proud to support the marketing efforts of historic Mitchellville through our tourism advertising grant program, which provides matching funds for the new park's advertising placements to attract new visitors each year. We've also been proud to support historic Mitchellville through our own agency platforms, including our Discover South Carolina website and social media. And in season 3 of our Palmetto Porch podcast, which features unique travel experiences all across the Palmetto State. If you're a resident of the state, I encourage you to go to the Palmetto podcast. So tremendous stories, including Mitchellville, about a lot of great places in our state that you may not know. This year, historic Mitchellville was also featured in an article on Reconstruction era historical sites and experiences in the official South Carolina Vacation Guide. We look forward to continuing to explore this new partnership of opportunities to promote historic Mitchellville Park and to promote the historic site, telling others that we have a story to tell that not only benefits the hearts and minds of every visitor who comes to Mitchellville, it also benefits the local tourism business and our state's tourism economy by letting folks know there's always something new to discover in South Carolina. So I want to go off script here and tell just a quick story to introduce the next speaker. I started this position, Governor Haley appointed me in January of 2011. I got a call from a senator sometime in early 2012 and said, "Hey, Dwayne, you ever heard of Mitchellville in Hilton Head?" And I said, by the way, I grew up in Columbia. And I said, "No, Senator, I haven't." He said, "Well, I need you to learn about it. And here's a little bit about it." He said, "I need you to go take a look at it and call me back." And I said, "Okay." So I came down here over the next few weeks, took a look, and there wasn't much here in 2012. Those who've been around for a while know what I'm talking about versus today and now what's getting ready to come now. And I called him back and I said, "Senator, there's not much there." And he said, "Yes, sir. I know that. I want to help change that." So Senator Davis, you're well on your way to helping change that. So the next speaker, Senator Tom Davis.
Yeah.
Morning. Wonderful things have been said. And I want to go ahead and tell you why I said that to Director Parrish 13 years ago. I've been in South Carolina since 1978. I came down here to go to school, and I've been in Beaufort County for 40 years. Well, before that, I lived in Maryland, a few miles south of Gettysburg. And I can remember going to Gettysburg. I've been to Gettysburg now well over 100 times. My fifth great grandfather, Hannibal Howell from New York, was in infantry, and he died on the first day of battle at Gettysburg. And I've walked that path. I've walked that trail that he did that first day of battle, stood where he was shot. And my connection with that land and what that land says about our country's history was impressed upon me. And when I heard about Mitchellville, and I heard about it being the first self-governed town formed on the slave people, and I saw that it was on Hilton Head in my Senate district, and I walked these grounds, I felt that same connection to the land in terms of history, in terms of meaning for our country, that I felt when I walked on those grounds at Gettysburg. And I said to myself at that point in time, I need to learn more about this. I need to learn more about the history, the land. Godfather Barnwell led me on this way. And then finding out about it, educating my colleagues, talking to other senators, other House members, telling them the story, getting them to understand the importance of it. Let me tell you this, in the budget process in Columbia, it's often a tug of war between competing priorities with winners and losers. But I can tell you when it comes to Mitchellville, it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat, black or white, young or old, male or female, it doesn't matter. Everybody in Columbia understands the importance of Mitchellville. And so we celebrate today the first of many celebrations in the years to come, because this has been done right. Again, hearkening back to Gettysburg, this has been done meticulously. It has been done in terms of the archaeological history. There's been no fudging of the fact. Glamorizing it, it's authentic. And its authenticity is what's going to serve it well into the future. And I can tell you right now that our Beaufort County delegation, for a long time, we saw the money go to Charleston, we saw it go to Greenville, we saw it go to Myrtle Beach. We're in a position now, right now, our Beaufort County delegation, to start delivering on some things of critical importance to our area. And right at the top of that list is Mitchellville. There is a master plan for this tremendous piece of land. It is being meticulously followed. It will be funded. I work with Director Parrish on my finance subcommittee. PRT that I chair is in that committee. I commit to you, as I've committed in years past. We'll see this vision through. We'll see the master plan developed. We'll see Mitchellville incorporated into the overall nature and fabric continuing up Hilton Head Island. Everybody is going to be the richer for it. I'm incredibly proud to be your state senator and to help lead that effort. Thank you.
Senator Davis, you're a hard man to follow. But you and I both have a fight for Mitchellville. My name is Peaches Peterson. I am a former board member, a present board member, and served as capital campaign chair for this great park. And I have done it with humility and pride. That law was the one that brought me to this group many years ago. And I stood on and worked next to the Williams and some of those people that are on. And I am so happy to be back with this group now. Even with my friends. Mitchellville was built on a resilience of freed men and women. It was built with hope. It was built with determination. And it was built because these people had faith in one another. If they can do that then, and you've heard about that, we are required and we are mandated to do it now. Everyone here in this audience has resources, you have networks, and you have opportunities to do your part. Now, I gotta tell you, they always bring me up here to say the bad stuff. But that's okay, because I do it very well. And those of you who know me know that I am not afraid. Okay, I am ready for a fight. So this is what I want to tell you. The future of this organization, this beautiful place, depends on each one of us standing here. I've served on this board a long time, and I've served and know what we need to get this part done. And I'm here to tell you, we're gonna get it done. It's gonna be done. You all are all going to the campaign we're facing is just not about bricks and mortar. It's about ensuring that we honor the ancestors, that the voices of Mitchellville are not lost in time. It is about ensuring that the descendants of those first citizens can point to a place and they can tell this story with dignity and truth. Senator Davis talked about how everything is done in order, that we have not went around and curved stories. We have not changed the story. So we have to keep pride and dignity when we are telling the truth of Mitchellville. It is about giving every child who visits here a chance not to see freedom as an abstract idea, but to see what people did when they were searching and lived and they earned and they defended this land and what that was done here. So we've got a bold goal before us and we've got a choice to make. One that matches the boldness and the vision of the people who were here in 1862 and declared themselves freedom. So meeting that is going to require every single one of us, whether you are a descendant, whether you're a neighbor, whether you're a visitor, whether you're a friend, you are now part of the Mitchellville story. And because you're here today, I think you're telling me that you want to be a part of this Mitchellville story. So here comes the hard part, people. I want us to stop talking the talk, and I want us to walk the walk. So I invite you to join us. We need funding. We need funds. And Senator Davis and I have a passion for that. I've got a fire within me because I want to put one of those statues in here too. It's not in the master plan, but that's okay. So I want you to join us with your gifts, your advocacy, your networks, and your gut-reeling passion like I have in my heart to get this done. So join us so that when future generations come to this ground, they will know that we did not let this story fade. We did not let this story die, and we honored them with dignity, with truth, and with passion. That we rose to the responsibility and we got it done. So if you want to see me or any board member to talk about what you can do, we're open. I'm always open. We're gonna go to the groundbreaking area, but before we do that, Mr. Ward is gonna come back up and tell us one other thing.
Thank you, teachers. You know, we have passionate people working with us, and we really, truly appreciate them. We are at the point we're about to head over to the groundbreaking, but we have to set the tone about how we got here. And that is through people who helped to fund us. So this project is funded by the Mellon Foundation, which we received funds upwards of $2.5 million from them, from an award that we got 2 years ago. Now, the only way we got there was from a grant we got from the African American Cultural Heritage Action Fund of the National Trust for Historic Preservation. And so with us today, actually, go ahead, would you please stand? Please. My friend Ashley is from the Action Fund. The Action Fund is funding projects all over the country. Sites who need the support, sites that may be endangered, and they're doing tremendous work here. And we greatly appreciate the stuff that you're doing. The Mellon Foundation folks couldn't be here, but they sent their regards, and we'll make sure that they get pictures and video from this event. But also we've got folks who are independent donors who help put money into the ground to make sure that happens over there. And they don't want me to call them by name, but you know who you are. And I greatly appreciate you. And your name's on the sponsor board anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. I still, people know who you are. So you see those folks, say thank you. So this is what we're gonna do right now. We're all gonna move over there with those nice, pretty shovels. And we're gonna get these pictures of this official groundbreaking for the Archaeological Research Facility and Auditorium.
Oh, thanks.
You know, I tried it on and it looked so bad on me. And I'm looking at you and going, well, now I know why. Because you have to be your size.
I have it in 2 colors. I have it in this one and maroon. I'll be right. I'll talk to you later. Well, I need you. Director, well done. Here. I've got it all. Well, oh, right. Oh, the tablet. Excuse me, folks. Sorry. I'm going to try to get around everybody. Okay.
I know, all of us were like, I've already asked for a shovel, they told me no. Isn't one of you doing it? None of us know, we're all waiting to get called. Where, what hole are you putting the shovel in?
We are doing
That dirt.
mounded dirt seed every day.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna be.
Oh, you're gonna have to, hold it up there, like, coordination with that.
Yeah.
My first. They said they're gonna be right there.
Yeah.
You think it needs to come back? Oh, in the way. This is on.
Trust this. Like.
This goes together in the front. Excuse me, everybody. Sorry.
I know.
Pointing out the.
Oh, there's the types of.
But every picture.
Every picture.
Not little.
Yeah. See how long it took me to do her. She probably has to have, too. I'm surprised Alan did. Alan didn't want this.
Robert Bull is from Compass. They're the people who helped us learn how to raise money. Worked on our capital campaign project to get things off the ground. And Rob came here from wherever he came from. He knows the part of the world he was in. Thank you, Rob, for being here today. I appreciate you, brother. And the helmet fits.
All right, if everybody can take one step closer to each other, that would be helpful. Thank you. Okay, and then on the count of 3, we're we're gonna do a big shovel, okay? Okay.
Don't throw it on the first Nick.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! One more. Just posing with your shovels, please.
Smile.
And everybody's looking here?
Yeah, that works. Like hold it. Yeah, stay there for a second. And 3, 2. Thank you.
Wonderful. Where's Marco Lando?